What is up, guys? Beancrew49 here. We are back on the Desolation map, and we are back in the museum today. Things are a-buzzing around town. We got a lot of people helping out today. I got my man Solid MP15. He's putting in work in the museum. I got my man Whiskerum over here putting in work. Look at him go. I'll explain more about what they're doing in a moment. But today I want to show you a little bit of progress. I know you guys love the progress. We're doing a lot of building this week, and I hope you guys are enjoying it. We've been building a lot. We've been playing PvP a lot. Just a lot of Desolation in general. Let's see who's in here. We got Chaos Manager. He's the guy doing the redstone for us. He's a great redstone mechanic, if I do say so. Juicy Taz, he's got a YouTube channel. He's got a Roosevelt City. Check out his channel. I'll put a link somewhere around here. Juicy Taz is awesome. He just did a video on Desolation, which will be out soon. Samurai Daniel, he's a regular. He just comes in and hangs out and plays. Oh, Lone Wolf is here. I didn't even realize. He is one of the original builders on the Desolation map. He is on the 360 and he's using his brother's Xbox One at the moment. And, of course, Whiskerum, who's building, and Brown Box, who's watching, and Solid MP15, who's also building. We got a crew in here today. So, we worked a little bit on Early Man, not completely finished. In fact, you know what I'm going to do right now? I'm going to cut it just a tad, just a little bit, and I'll be right back and show you kind of a semi-finished version of Early Man. Alright guys, I am back. The museum is buzzing today, I'm telling you. There's a lot of activity, people looking around. I think I've finished up the Early Man exhibit. We have a couple of museum patrons learning about the museum. So I'm going to take you through it really quickly and to show you what I learned about Neanderthals and Homo Sapiens while doing this. We'll go into, let's go into the Neanderthal side first. You're going to come in here, you're going to see Neanderthals. Oh my, you're going to see some lava here, you're going to read the sign. It's going to say, scientists believe that up to 3 volcanoes may have contributed to the demise of the Neanderthals. They think that maybe these volcanoes caused extinction type events that, greatly reduced the Neanderthals' chances of survival. They couldn't, animals in their area started dying off, they had nothing to eat, and they turned to, of course, the cannibalism. Due to food scarcity, Neanderthals turned to cannibalism, which resulted in a disease similar to modern-day mad cow disease. These guys went crazy! Guys, let this be a lesson to you. Do not eat your buddies, okay? Do not eat strangers. Do not eat anybody. It can't, nothing good can come from it. They had fire, lucky guys. They had fire. But Neanderthals were relegated to living in caves in colder climates. Oh, poor guys. Who wants to live in the cold? Not me. I live in California, and when it gets below 72 degrees, I start shivering. I swear to God. My optimum temperature, guys, for happiness is 92 degrees. If it's less than 92, I think it's cold and I don't like it. Neanderthals were outnumbered 10 to 1 to... Start over. Neanderthals were outnumbered 10 to 1 to Homo Sapiens, and most encounters ended poorly for the Neanderthals. Uh-oh. These guys were dragged home from battle and didn't make it. The Homo Sapiens had the number, so any clashes between the two groups would have resulted usually in the Neanderthals taking a few licks just because they were losing the number game. Imagine fighting an army 10 times your size. Most of the time you're going to lose. Alright, so that's Neanderthals. Let's go to Homo Sapiens. Alright, Homo Sapiens have a much more luxurious living space. You know what I mean? Homo sapiens used their creativity to fashion complex tools used for hunting, fishing, and everyday life. Look at this. They had a workbench here. They're making tools. They're making clubs and hammers and all sorts of things. At this point in history, I don't think they knew about agriculture yet, so they weren't making farming tools, but, tools for destruction, they're on it. Let's go in their little cave. Oh my. Higher brain function allowed for language and eventually writing. Oh, what's this? We've got hieroglyphics on the wall. These hieroglyphics were done by Whiskerum, and they tell a story. From the forests, to the sun, to the ocean, to the darkness. Ooh, this is a period of darkness here. You know what? I'm going to let Whiskerum tell this story at a future date. I think it's pretty cool. Alright, so what else we got here? Ooh. The ability to sweat and run for long distances allowed Homo sapiens to live in warmer climates and hunt more diverse animals. These are some animal skins. Instead of just woolly mammoths and saber-toothed tigers, these guys are eating deer and elk and also buffaloes. Because you know why? Because they could chase them down. The Neanderthals were built for speed. They were powerful, but they didn't have a sweat mechanism. They didn't run long distances, so they couldn't really injure an animal and then chase it down. But the Homo sapiens, on the other hand, could throw a spear at an animal and just run it down, wait for it to eventually bleed out, and that led them to have a more diverse diet, which helped them evolve faster. If you have more complex diets, you're going to prosper as a species. So, for the most part, guys, I think that's the exhibit. We got Daniel over here learning about his roots. Yes, you are a Homo sapien, Daniel. I believe. He asked me which one he was. He's a Homo sapien, I think. I can't be 100% certain. But that is the early man. I think that's pretty much done. We're going to put stuff in chests, maybe. You know, a few little things. We figured that this mall got raided for its most valuable stuff in the early parts of Armageddon, you know. Okay, so what do we got over here? We got Solid and Whiskerum working on the Native Americans. Oh, baby. For this section, for this side, I wanted to talk about the two most, I don't want to say brutal because it's not true, the two most warlike tribes that we know about. Okay? We're going to go with the Comanches and the Apaches. So I got these two working in here. They're doing a great job so far. One side was the Comanche, one side was the Apache. And the Comanches lived in the Great Plains. So, you know, buffalo and rolling, not rolling hills, but very flat, opposite of rolling hills. Very flat, very dusty and grassy. And the Apaches lived in the desert in more of a mesa type biome with sand and all that. So we're going to get more of this done, and I'm going to come back with a lot more progress. It's a building episode today, and I got help, so we're going to get a lot done. Stay tuned. Alright guys, we are making some progress. Let's check it out. We got two different biomes in here. We've got the plains biome, and this is where the Comanche tribe lives. And the Comanche tribe was a warlike people who didn't get along with their neighbors. And so we're going to show that through the exhibit. Over here is the Apache side. And the Apaches, they lived in many different biomes. So we're going to focus on the desert Apaches, the ones who lived in the desert. And Solid and I are over here working on a lean-to, a wickiup. A wickiup is what they're called. And basically they use twigs and sticks and all sorts of things to make a shell of the house. And then they covered that with more sticks and leaves and mud and clay and all sorts of things to give them shelter from the harsh desert sun. Whiskerum's working on this biome. He's doing the desert biome. Very good job, Whiskerum. We wanted to have two distinct biomes in here. Actually, we may have to cut this one off a little bit short. This one's encroaching. You know what I mean? Encroaching just a little bit on our plains. So we're going to make exhibits here. We're going to talk about these two different tribes, which were different. They had different philosophies. But both of these tribes, the reason I picked them is because they like to war. And they like to war with the white people. And not necessarily just the white people, but also with the Mexicans and the Spaniards and all that. And those are the kinds of Indians that would have been respected in the city of Coveton. The warlike tribes. The tribes who were raiding and scalping and all sorts of marauding. You know what I mean. Those are the people that the Coveton folk really would look up to. So that's what we're doing here. Let me just finish off this biome a little bit while Solid works on the wickiup. You know, guys, I don't know how we functioned before Google. You know, I've learned in the last 4 minutes, I've learned more than what I learned in entire 5th grade studying Indians. I'm not even joking. Maybe it's because I'm an adult and I can learn really fast now. But maybe it's because of Google. And just the ease of access to all this information. I can just look up anything I want at any time. It's crazy. Your kids are gonna... Man, like, people who are in their 60s could never have imagined something like this. But just imagine what our kids are gonna live with. It's gonna be nuts, guys. Technology and time and technology are advancing at extremely high rates. The reason we have nighttime here, this is the darkness. The reason we have nighttime is because the Comanche like to perpetrate their raiding on the full moon. It was called the Comanche moon because of this. And they would use the full moon because they like to attack at night, but they needed to see. No night vision goggles in those days, guys. So they would wait for a full moon to start the attack. Alright, so this is the side of a future teepee. Let's try to work on this teepee, see what comes out, and hopefully it's not a complete disaster. Teepees in Minecraft, I don't know. I don't have a lot of space for this one, so I may have to move it already. I'm already thinking about moving this. Yeah, let's move this. We're going to need a lot more space than that. So let's move this like here. That's going to be the center. I think that's a better center for a teepee. There's not going to be a pole in the middle. Teepees didn't have poles in the middle. Why can't I do this? Okay, one at a time. Teepees didn't have poles in the middle. That's cheating. Alright, so we're going to have to come out like this. Oh, man. If you've never sat in a teepee, I don't know what you're doing with your life. It is so relaxing. All of a sudden, you know, you're in modern society with airplanes and cars and all sorts of nonsense. You step into a teepee and you are transported back to a simpler time where nature was, you know, really all there was. It's just you and nature, and that's about it. I miss those days. I wish I was born maybe 300 years earlier. That would have been cool. Or 300 years later, one of the two. I feel like I was probably born in the wrong century, to be honest with you guys. I don't feel like I belong in this century sometimes. I don't know if my views are too progressive or too antiquated. Alright, let's see here. Let's bring it down. Okay. Okay, one more. Yeah, I like that. Oops. Okay, how about that? We're going to cover this, of course. We're going to cover it in... what do you call it? I forgot the name. Something. We're going to cover this in something. That's what it's called. You know, this is just a skeleton of our little teepee. Is that right? Right there? That's right. Okay. This is a large teepee, guys. It's coming out a lot larger than I had anticipated. We'll see about this, guys. We'll see. We're going to probably need to tweak a lot. And this teepee is probably going to cut down on the length of this video. Okay, let's see what we got here. We need like tan, the color of tan, because they use hides. They would use skins from animals, and they would tan the hides and use the hides on their teepees. What's a hide color? Curious. I don't know. What's a hide color? Let's see here. I'm drawing a blank, guys. I don't know. I want to use sand maybe, but sand won't work. Let's try wooden planks. That kind of looks like dyed tanned hide, right? Sort of. Can someone give me a sort of? Give me a sort of. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how this comes out. You know me. You know me. I like to see. We'll see if this looks like a teepee in the end. You guys can be the judge. You can put it in the comment section. And if you guys say redo, I will redo it. But I don't know how. We don't have much space, and we don't have anything that looks like tan to me. Wait a second. This one. There we go. And then maybe we'll change these to that, and to that, and to that, and to that. Actually, why am I not using stairs? Wouldn't that make a whole lot more sense? Guys, thank you for telling me. Oh man, we'll get some slabs in here too to help round it off. But for right now, let's just go with the blocks and see how it comes out. Have you guys ever seen a teepee in Minecraft? I haven't. Why would anyone want to build a teepee in Minecraft? I don't know. But I'm doing it. I could be the first. Who knows? Oh, I'm sure there's some Native American Minecraft players out there. There has to be. Okay, almost done here, guys. Almost done. Then we'll get back to putting cuts. Since you guys seem to like cuts more than you like building. Alright, almost done. Almost done. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Make a little door. We'll make a door eventually. I don't know where the door is going to go. Okay, sort of a teepee, sort of. Let's get the slabs involved. Slab her. Oh, not that one. I didn't want that one. Okay, slab here. Slab here. Oh, that's a teepee, guys. That's a teepee. I don't like the color of it. I don't like the texture of it. It looks like it's wood. But what are we going to do? I mean, that's the only tan color I can see anywhere. I don't know. Hey, Gavin, get. Alright, so I'm going to work on this some more. I'm going to ask Solid and Whiskerum what they think. They're working away. Look at these guys go. We'll see what they think, get their input, and this will definitely look different by the time we come back. Almost a TP, almost. I'll work on it, guys. So, cut! I love building with other people. You know, sometimes it's frustrating because they do things that doesn't make any sense. But other times they have great ideas and you think, well, that's way better than anything I thought of. Thank God they're here. So there's been a little bit of both of that today. Whenever you have a lot of chefs in the kitchen, things get changed and not necessarily for the bad. So thank you guys for helping me, Whiskerum and Solid and everyone else giving their opinions. We are coming along on this Native American side. We have the Wiki up. The Wiki up is up. I don't know what we're going to put in here. Probably a little fire, maybe where the chief stays. But like I was saying, this is the Aztec side. Aztec. Crazy. This is the Apache side. And I wanted to show the struggle between the Apaches and the Mexicanos. This is the Mexican house. And Whiskerum is in the Mexican house right now, building the Mexican house. Thank you, Whiskerum. Whiskerum is not Mexican, by the way. And so this is going to show that the Mexicans were so sick of the Apache raids that they started putting a price on Apache scalps. Oh man, you scalped an Apache, you take it to the Mexicans and they give you money. Oh man, it was a horrible time in the desert. Okay, not a happy time. So there's a little conflict going on here with the Apaches. And we're going to put a few more exhibits in that kind of show that. Over here we got the Comanches. These Comanches were a horse people. Their whole society centered around the horse. Oh, it's gone. What happened? What happened to my fire? I like the fire. Alright, there we go. They were horse people. So they lived in teepees, first of all. You know, the Apaches had wiki-ups, which were basically sticks and stones and, you know, I explained it. Right? Sticks and stuff on top. The teepees were more tanned hides. They'd take sticks and poles and they'd erect them and put a tanned hide over them. You know, they used buffalo or deer or whatever that they had accessible. But the Comanches were a horse-like people. They used to do raids and steal horses from other tribes. They used to steal horses from the white people. They loved horses. They had feral horses that they kept. They went on moonlight raids, like I just said, and stole horses. So this is a horse-like people. We're getting a lot of progress done. It's going to be a little more time before this is ready to go. So I think I'm going to end the video here. We got a lot of progress today. Because, you know, when you have people helping you, things go faster. Early Man is ready to go. All the exhibits are in place. I'm very excited for this museum. This museum is a place where you're gonna fight and you're gonna scavenge and you're gonna learn. And you're gonna learn without even knowing it. So I hope you guys choose the Museum of Natural History for your looting purposes this Armageddon. Thank you for watching. We're gonna bring more building videos, always more building videos. We're gonna get them all done. Gonna get this museum done. And then we're going to be in business. So thank you guys for watching. As always, thank you for liking. Thank you for being you, because you are awesome. All right, guys. Happy Minecrafting. Peace.